Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm back, my second live video. Told you guys the other day I was gonna still do an unboxing even though I didn't have the second box yet. Hoping that comes tomorrow, we'll see. But this is the box I picked up from BigLs.com. They had some early Black Friday deals that I was taking advantage of. Nothing major, just stuff. I figured I'd show you guys the unboxing. I'm going live just because it's so much easier instead of having to record 3 videos and at 10 minutes each. Who knows how long this video will last? Could last 2 minutes, could last 10 minutes. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But right now I have the box upside down only because my dress is kind of buried into the tape. I don't really feel like taking that off. Fish are all enjoying their Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys are. I just got done eating dinner a while ago, cleaned up, and just sitting around, fat and happy. I decided to jump on here for a bit. I think I'm gonna get up early tomorrow and go check out some deals. Hoping to find the FX6 filter at PetSmart or Petco and on sale. I didn't see it in the ad, but I'm still hoping for the best by going there this year. You never know. If they have it, they have it. If not, well, this one is going to get robbed off of here for now. And I may end up getting a Sun filter. We'll see what happens. But I just fed all these guys. They're doing good. It's only been 1 day since I talked to you, so they're obviously doing good. I got the rest of the rocks open, which is cool. Kind of just set them in there. Before I do this unboxing, figured I'd show you guys. This is really cool. I was worried about these sides being closed off because it's this side mainly because what happens is that's what I'm going to be looking at. But what I realized after messing around a little bit more, if I take this piece right out of here, let's just move it over for now. I take that piece out of there, it's all finished. So technically I can just keep this piece off if I wanted to for now and not close the corner, and I'm hoping this side will be the same, because this side I'll probably keep closed, but that's the only side I was worried about. But we'll see what happens when I get the rest of it. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna unbox this. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you guys are all either in turkey coma, still eating dinner, spending time with your families. I'd be doing the same thing, but I just put my son to bed. And my girl's in food coma herself right now, so now I'm just hanging out, relaxing, because I'm always in fish coma. So, alright. Let's go in here. I always end up not cutting enough of these boxes. Just don't want to ever cut too much and then regret it. There we go. Like I said, this is from BigLs.com. They didn't sponsor this or anything. I just ordered some stuff. There were some pretty good deals, and I'll go over a couple things with you guys if you want. This is one of 2. Let me see what the other one is. Oh, here we go. One of 2 filters. I purchased 2 300-watt Eheims for the 220 gallon. Make sure you guys can see the 300 watt. This lighting is terrible in here. My bad. There it is. 2 300 watts for the 220 gallon. They were on sale, which was cool. So if you guys are interested in picking up some new heaters, or if you just want a backup heater, the 300 watt, which is the most expensive, I think it's the highest one they make. And right now on Big L site, they're going for $24.99, which is awesome. And if you spend $75 or more, you get free shipping. That could have changed right now for Black Friday or as of midnight. I don't know if they're going to offer free shipping or if it's still going to stay at $75. But I do know that these are at $24.99 right now, and that's a really good deal. You save yourself a couple bucks. So if you got a lot of stuff to order, you should probably look into that. Got myself a huge net. It looks like they bent this just to get it in the box. Let me unbend it a little bit. This net is huge. Again, here's my hand. It's a 14-inch net. You guys understand if you're ever trying to catch these guys with a small net, it's not going to work. I have a net that's probably about maybe half the size, and it's terrible. Not to say this one won't be, but I can tell you when I go to take these fish out of this tank and put them in this tank, I'm hoping to scoop a lot of them up at once. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll try to do a live stream on that too, maybe. But yeah, so I got a bigger net. This was like on sale for, I think it was like $3 or less, which is cool. So it's a pretty good net for a couple bucks. It was on sale. Let's see what else we have in here. These things, I was telling you guys about this the other day. These filters for the FX5s and 6s, and I think they fit the FX4s too. Yeah, FX4. There goes the wicked glare again. This one right here. And I got it the wrong way. There we go. So yeah, they fit FX4, 5, and 6. And I was checking on Amazon and eBay, and it seems like everybody was carrying these things for like $30, $32 is what, you know, it was just a basic quick search I did, and it was ridiculous. So I went on to Big L's, and that's what led me to Big L's. I've purchased from them in the past, and they did good by me, which is nice. They're based out of Canada, but I live near Buffalo, New York, and they have a warehouse in Buffalo, New York, which is nice. So their shipping takes like no time at all. Hey, what's up? I just seen I got somebody in here. You're just getting in. I'm just doing a quick unboxing. I figured it'd be easier to do it live and then upload the video in order to... Oh, they left. Okay, that works. So yeah, these were $12.99 each. They ended up being... It said they're normally $20 each, but they had them on sale on their site for $12.99, which is cool. So if you're interested in some of these on their site, I mean, that was a pretty good deal. I need them for that FX5 I picked up pretty cheap, and the ones that were on there were cut short, so I picked up 2 more. I figured one was obviously enough, but why I got 2 of them is if I rob one of these filters from here, I'm gonna just close off the valves and take that off. I have extra valves, so I'm gonna use that filter over on the other one, and then when I can replace that, I'll just connect the valves back in. So it'll be easier to do it that way and to take out all the plumbing for this, which it's not guaranteed that those hoses will fit where I need them to fit anyways. I might have to, they might be too short. So alright, what else do we have in here? We have filters. I forgot about these. I just placed this order like 2 days ago, so I already forgot, but cool. These are for the 55-gallon tank. What these are is BioWill Emperor 400. I'm just not going to read it just the way it is. These are for my Emperor 400, and they're power filter cartridge. These are pretty cool. They have they're just basic. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of different things you can do, but they have in the back, they have carbon built into them, and then a pad in front. I like to stick these in there, and I don't have very many fish in there. I give you guys kind of a little bit of an unveiling. I do have a Synodontis in there, and my other eye biter. Like I said, it's kind of my handicap tank. I picked up that Synodontis really cheap, and he was pretty beat up, but he's looking really good right now. So got him back to health, and when I get this 220 going, I'm going to get them in there with the other guys. But this is just a basic filter I've been running in there. It says to change it once a month. Sometimes I change them sooner. It just depends. You don't need to buy this for that. You can make your own. These were really cheap on their site. That's the only reason why I picked them up again, because I was using filter floss in my own, and I'll probably still use filter floss with it. I'll go over that with you one day. So yeah, and that's if you guys have an Emperor 400, we'll talk about that. What else do I have in here? Let's see. There is a copy of a little pamphlet here. Python products. It would be nice to have one of those. Right now I don't ever see myself using one, but I'd like to give one a shot and just see how it works. I use a pump to do my water changes and it seems to be working. But where this 75 gallon is now, I have a Brute garbage can, and what I do is I'm gonna empty the water out into the garbage can, roll it into my laundry room after I put the lid back on it so it doesn't make a mess, and then I'm gonna drop the pump in there and pump it out of the can into my stationary tub and get rid of the water, and then I'm going to rinse it out and put new water in and then drag it back over and then pump it back in the tank. It sounds like a lot of work. The pump makes everything so much easier and a lot faster than what that sounds. So that's pretty much my situation. Now if I had one of these, I would just drop that in there and it would do everything, and there would be no dropping pumps anywhere and dragging. Well, my Brute can, I bought the bottom of it has wheels on it, so it's really not, like I said, it's really not that hard. So I can't see investing all the money into this one. I already have that Brute can from when I did saltwater. So yeah, that's cool. It came with that little pamphlet. I don't know if it's trying to tell me something or what, but here we go. I think I have too much more in here. Cichlid Trace. This stuff is absolutely amazing. I don't understand it. I mean, I went through an entire bottle of this now. This was on sale too, by the way. Check it out. The cheapest I found it was on Big L's, and that's including eBay, Amazon, and everywhere else. So really good deal. I wanted to order 2 of them. I probably should have, but I've been overspending quite a bit lately and I gotta stop. But this is the Cichlid Trace and trace elements for cichlids. Let's see, I can give you my description, but I'll give you their description first. Cichlid Trace supplies a broad range of trace elements demonstrated to be necessary for proper fish health and growth. Now, I guess what this does pretty much, I guess I'll give you my intake on this, is this puts stuff in the water that kind of makes the fish feel like they're in a natural environment. So if your fish have always been in an aquarium, they're not going to know the difference anyways. And I don't know if they can replicate that in a bottle. It's like saying if you use some kind of a cologne or some kind of a spray or a candle and it smells like apples, that means, you know, it's an apple. It's not how it works. But what I've learned from this though is in that juvenile tank, I've watched these guys, when I put this stuff in there, sometimes I'll do a little bit of amount, sometimes I won't put anything in there just to see what happens after my water changes. And what I notice is when I put a little bit more than the recommended amount in this, these fish grow overnight. And I will try to show you guys this, because before I take these guys out of the 75, because once I get them in the 125, I'd have to use a lot more of this. I'd have to use a lot more of this because of the amount of water that's in the 125 compared to the 75. I know it's only 50 gallons different, but that's a lot. So I'm still going to use it in there, but probably won't be going nuts with it. So I'm going to put a bunch in this in there, probably my next water change, show you guys a video, and then the next day, maybe a day after that, I'm going to give it 2 days. Maybe one day, we'll see. And you're going to hopefully see a difference in the size of these fish. Now, if you look back at my videos and check out the Malawi hawks, I haven't had them very long. So if you look at the size they were then and the size they were now, I mean, all of the fish technically, I know they're supposed to grow, but the amount they're growing in such a short period of time is awesome. And I'm not blaming that on my good water quality, because yes, I do test my water, and yes, I do water changes on that tank because it's sort of overcrowded in the 75. I do it once a week or twice a week. I never miss a week though, and I always try to keep up on my filters, and every couple weeks I do the gravel vac in there. So, but this is the only actual element I put in there, chemical, other than Seachem Safe. I switched from Prime to Safe, and I'm so glad I did it, only because you get more out of it. I mean, it's just gonna last forever. I mean, you can use capfuls, or you can just do a little teaspoon of whatever, you measure it. People have asked, how much Safe do I put in a 75? How much Safe do I put in a 55? You can ask that question, but as long as it takes for you to sit there and either type that question, ask that question, and try to get a definitive answer, and then trust the answer you get from somebody. Let me grab the bottle right here, since that's what we're talking about at the moment. There we go. You see, I ran out of this stuff, which is so good. But yeah, you can ask that question, and on the back here, this will actually, there we go. Hold on. This will tell you directions. Use 125 grams, quarter teaspoon for every 1,250 liters, which is 300 US gallons, as needed to reduce chlorine and chloramine, or use 1.25 grams, which is 1/4 teaspoon for every 300 liters, which is 75 US gallons for ammonia. So by that being said, you can try to figure it all out yourself, and pretty much, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, if you want to sit there and do the math and figure it out, it's really not that hard to figure out if you want to divide it up and go from there. But the smartest thing you can do, if you're still unsure, first of all, it says Safe. What other product do you buy from anywhere in the aquarium hobby, any type of animal hobby, that is labeled Safe right there? And Prime, they say you can't overdose. Now this stuff, I don't want to say you cannot overdose on Prime or Safe, because you can. It does take oxygen out of the water, so if you put too much in, it will take too much oxygen out, and what happens, your fish won't be able to breathe correctly. So it could be pretty bad. But if you're talking, a little bit of overage, you're not going to kill your fish. Not even close. 125 gallons. So if this is saying a quarter teaspoon for every 300 US gallons, now you would just do half of a quarter teaspoon. And if you have measuring teaspoons like I do, it's very easy to do. But if you don't, it's as simple as, and this is my recommendation real quick, here I am procrastinating about it again, but it's as simple as calling Seachem, make a phone call, get on the phone, and say, hey, I'm interested in your product, I bought your product, I like your product, or your products, and I want to know more about it, but I'm not understanding how much I should put in a 55-gallon tank. Can you please help me? I don't want to not be able to buy your products because I can't figure out what to put in there. I'm 100% positive, because that's exactly what I did, but I also figured it out for my own peace of mind. You can ask them exactly what you're supposed to do, and then go from there. So you don't even have to purchase it. You can call them and ask them, and they will help you out with that. So that's cool. But yeah, that's Cichlid Trace. I swear by this stuff, and that's it. If I ever get more juveniles, I'm always going to use this just to grow them faster. I don't know if it's safe, but I haven't had any issues. I've been getting more. The fish have really good color. I might even put some in here tonight just to try to get these guys to color back up. All my fish are they're just dying in color. I mean, they're healthy as can be, but I know it's the lights, I know it's the sand, I know it's a few things. I feed them really good, I do my water changes, the filters are good, the water parameters are excellent. So alright, next thing I got, because I was running pretty low on it, is my Northfin Cichlid formula. use this a lot, and I was using the Omega-1 Cichlid. Hold on, let me get this out for you guys. I was using this right here, the Super Color Cichlid pellets. For some reason they love this stuff, and again, I can read the backs to use and tell you what the difference is and everything, but regardless of that, this stuff compared to this stuff, I don't know what the big deal is, because if I feed them this, they act the same, they seem the same, they're healthy, completely fine. And if I feed them the Northfin, it's the same thing. That doesn't mean there isn't a difference in the actual formula that goes into both of them, but I mean, I don't know, maybe it has to do with the manufacturer. I got to look into that a little bit more. But cichlid food is cheap anyways. The Northfin isn't that much money. I've been buying in the 500-gram packages only because it's been easier for me when I buy it, and I don't go through a ton of it. When I first initially got it, I got this. I had a bunch of it. I got the veggie, the krill. So I still have a bunch of krill left and running low on veggies. So that'll be the next thing I order. But if I do stick with this, I'm gonna end up getting bigger bags from now on. But my main reason for ordering another small bag instead of getting a bigger bag is because I think I'm gonna pick more of this up and just try different avenues before I continue on just one food, you know. Of course I feed them frozen krill and different things here and there, but that's besides the point. This is like their main diet. But yeah, that's it, I think. Like I said, I'd spend $75 or more. Looks like let me show you. It looks like my phone actually died out on me just now. Camera turned around, so hey, you guys get to see me. Yesterday, I think you caught a little shot of me. But alright, I'm going to turn this back around. But Big L's is good company. Very good deals there. Never had an issue. Check them out. Fish are all doing good. Hoping I can get the rest of this background so I can do Aqua Decor Proud and finish their unboxing. Get this tank going. Right now, all that's left, I have my lights on the way. I have to figure out what kind of substrate I want in this tank. This time I don't plan on buying the cheap stuff from Lowe's, only because or Home Depot, wherever I picked it up. Not just because it's cheap. It's awesome that it's cheap. You know, it does its thing. But I think this stuff, specifically what I bought, is terrible. It blows everywhere. It's just so fine. It's like, it's hard to explain. I mean, it's always in a filter, so that's not happening. And I'm gonna take this out of here and order some separate sand for that. But I gotta pick a substrate that I think is gonna look nice with this. I want to get some that's gonna match that brown that's in the stone. For some reason in the picture they sent me, it looked more like a rustic orange type color, but I guess it still is. It's just a little bit darker. So the substrates that I had in mind are they're not gonna work. So I'm gonna probably be looking up that after I get off of here very shortly here. So I want to get that ordered. Everybody's having deals on even substrate right now. Even if it's a couple dollars off, it saves. But alright, cool. Just got somebody on here. Hey, what's up? Leave a comment. I was actually going to be getting off of here very shortly. Wanted to do the unboxing of my Big L's order without having to record 3 videos. I'm glad I did it, because I would have been on my 3rd video already. Oh, they left. Perfect. I don't think I have any messages. Yeah, no comments. It's hard to see comments on this thing. Show live chat messages. There we go. I don't know. Still got to get used to this too. But alright. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully this background's here tomorrow. If that's here, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If it's not, then whenever it gets here, that's when I'm gonna do another unboxing. But if you guys can recommend any substrate to me, I'd appreciate it, because I'm really stumped. I'm gonna look it up. I know there's different cichlid substrates that you can buy that raises pH, and I think that's the route I'm gonna go. The bag I wanted was it was like a gold type of Sahara sand. Now I forgot what it's called. But it was a really goldy looking color. It was real nice. I thought it was going to match these rocks a little bit. I still can go with it, but I'm not sure if I should at this point. But the main reason for that, it's like for 50 pounds, it was like $23 on sale right now. So, hey, I see I have one viewer. Been having one people come and then someone goes. It could be the same person, I don't know. But if you're still there, say something. I could trying to figure out how to get my comments. So I'm hoping that people aren't leaving comments and I can't get them. All right, now it said they left again. So, but all right, guys, this was my second box unboxing. Best I could do for now, until I can get that background. But I think we're almost set. We have heaters, we got our filtration hoses. I'm gonna have to rob that filter for now, but one FX6 filter should be okay for these juveniles momentarily. You know, there's not that many of them. I put a couple of the cichlids in the bigger tank. I think the dragon blood's going in there next, so he's out of there. And one of these Madoka white lips is gonna go in there. All the guys I put in there are doing perfectly fine. They're a lot smaller, but the redfin borleis right there, perfectly fine. My lighting in there sucks at the moment. The other livid stone eye right there. And where's the other guy? Here is the Malawi eyebiter. So, and a couple of these guys are about the same size. Yeah, the two I put in there are about the same size as the dragon blood, so hopefully he'll be okay in there. Only one way to find out. So there we go, I got somebody back. Hey, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving. Not sure who you are yet. Leave a comment. I'm about to get off of here shortly, so if you got any questions, let me know. Just doing the Big L's unboxing. You kind of half missed it here, but I'm gonna upload this video right after this is over and be able to watch it over. For some reason I don't think I get any comments on here, but tried. My battery says low. I'm on like 8%, but that should be good enough to finish up this video. Just fed these guys their Thanksgiving dinner. Tomorrow they're getting krill, frozen krill. I'm gonna mix it in with this garlic. IFG just did a video about this too, about mixing the garlic in with it, and they absolutely love it. They go crazy about it. Yeah, I'm not getting any comments. I appreciate you stopping by and watching, I guess. Whoever you are. For some reason it doesn't show me comments right now. Probably just not leaving comments, or it would show me. I'm gonna take this off here because it's looking like I bought a thing. There we go. You got a big, really big net. Getting tired of not having a big enough net. This should suffice. See what happens. But alright, I am gonna get out of here. Not really getting any comments, but I appreciate you stopping by, whoever you are, and the few people who came in and out. And I will see you guys probably, hopefully tomorrow, unboxing the other one. Later.